Alrighty.
Hermes!
Oh. You were waiting for me.
Oh, not the whole time,
You've
but...
finished talking.
Yes. We've come to a decision. My thanks for keeping Meteon company. Emmet Selk and Hythlodaeus have already retired to their rooms. There is room for you too, if you would follow me.
Wait! I want to show you something first.
Eon is so cute. I love her.
Elpis flowers?
Go on. You're not the only one, Hermes. Others feel sad too. You're not alone.
Aww.
I see Meteon has shared much with you.
Of course she is.
May we talk a moment?
You look disturbingly familiar. Ooh, pretty. Hey, a porcupine. It's a hedgehog. Yes, I almost called it a porcupine. Shut up.
I do not think it wrong that we live for the star. That we strive to make it a better place.
Right. But...
And yet, in carrying out my duties here, there are times when I am plagued by doubt.
aren't we all?
Do you recall what Hythlodaeus said when we first spoke of my nomination? Death is the privilege of those who have fulfilled their purpose, a choice they embrace of their own free will. And when they depart, it is always beautiful.
Yeah.
Perhaps it is. But only for man.
For everything else, not so much.
Creations that he deems useless are discarded with nary a second thought. Some scarcely born into the world, afforded a handful of breaths before life and potential are abruptly extinguished.
Depressing,
We make an
isn't
effort
it?
to spare them the pain. They sense what awaits. Rage and anguish and cower and fear. And it is not beautiful.
It isn't.
Yet no one cares. No one. So fixated are we upon the duty that we do not pause to question the method. Pain and suffering, confusion and despair, writ plain in the eyes of those poor creatures. Yet no one sees. We turn a blind eye and carry on in blissful ignorance. Nor to miss. And always, always the blossoms shine pure and white. A contradiction so blatant I could scream, want to scream. Then I wonder, am I the aberration for thinking thus? I'm filled with dread. But now I know I'm not alone. Not the only one for whom the flowers weep. I won't
For
ask what
whom
he
the bell
thought as he
tolls.
kneeled beside the Alpes. Or if he only did it at Meteion's insistence.
A little bit of both.
Nevertheless, I thank you. To know that you too have experienced suffering
Who hasn't?
is a comfort.
Well, apparently none of your friends have. Oh, I could tell you all about the suffering. I love Snark. It's just funny.
Lest you misunderstand, I derive no pleasure from your pain.
I do.
It's just
Wait, that sounded weird.
the fact that you are still here in spite of your suffering gives me heart. The stars in the heavens. Know you what they are? Though it is too far to tell, each glittering light could be a world not unlike
True.
Theris. A world filled with life.
Well, it's not so much that they're worlds, but it's more that they're stars that may be circled by
So
other
many
worlds.
stars, so many lives. For us, there may be no higher purpose than to live for our world. But what of the other living beings out there? What is it that gives their lives meaning? That drives them day after day after day? To pose that question to our undiscovered cousins, I created beings of dynamis, who can traverse the vast emptiness between the stars. Meteion and her sisters.
Her sisters? She has sisters?
Aye, sisters. She has a great many of them,
Oh.
and they have already departed on their journey, traveling to one star and then the next in search of life. As one might expect, exploration on such a grand scale is rife with difficulties, and thus far I've naught to show for it.
So you basically made living satellites.
But I have faith that we will make some manner of discovery ere long.
Wait. Was the Omega weapon one of her oh god, that's a dark thought.
And
But
when
no,
we do,
it's from...
I should be glad to
That
share our
doesn't make any
findings with you,
sense.
in gratitude for your kindness.
It couldn't be because it was from Midgard's Mars, some old star, so never mind. Though that is a
It's
dark
getting
thought.
rather late. We had best find our beds. It would not do for both of us to be sleep-deprived on the morrow. Come, Meteion. Let us head back.
All right.
Don't think it's gonna happen. Yeah. Okay then, not gonna tell us what you just sensed or anything. Sure it was nothing. Really not a telling of games of days or anything. Or actually, that was oops. Interact doesn't have the ether currents here, but I mean, obviously this place would have ether currents, but like, I don't know. what the last area is. Sure, we'll find out sooner or later. She's too cute. Plus, sorry. Well, we already know this doesn't go well, but I don't know. Just don't want her to die, but I know she'll die. Or maybe she left and I don't know. We'll see.
Now.
Interesting that his staff is, it has the medicinal kind of thing.
Oh. Forgive me. Please, forgive me. May you and your kin find peace. Wherever your souls may drift in the underworld, may you find tranquil seas. Be not forgotten, in concept endure, to reclaim form and one day live again. Serve not the star, or any purpose save your own. Live again, if that be your desire.
That's kind of sad.
Hate, if that be your want. We are worthy. But leave your suffering behind.
Well,
lay down your burdens, be born anew. Fly high. fly free.
Off it goes. You okay, hon?
Join the convocation, Hermes.
Oh, fuck off.
You do not belong here. Leave to replace another. To be replaced. It changes nothing. Tell me, do you think it right that we sacrifice all these lives for the sake of the star? And when the star has reached perfection, what then? If all who are satisfied choose to die, shall we all die in satisfaction? I do not know. Were I to take up the seat of Van Daniel, it would be tantamount to approving my predecessor's death. I do not know if it is right. And to be torn by such thoughts, I do not know if I am fit to represent mankind.
Hermes! Please don't be angry. It hurts so.
Forgive me. If you would still consider me in spite of everything, I beg some time to gather my thoughts. Meanwhile, Hythlodaeus, I fear I must trouble you to attend to the others.
'Tis no trouble at all. Take as long as you require.
And you, my friend, I pray you find that which you seek.
I expect we have some few matters to discuss. Shall we return to the 12 Wonders for a time?
Perhaps.
Aye.
That was depressing.
I present to you Calamelios Zephyros. Here you will find a number of testing facilities, as well as the observation hub of Poiton Oikos. Right then. Let's begin by... Well, well. An Arraius. How delightful.
Arraius. That's a Ziggy. And Sharkman.
And what, pray tell, is that?
Ah, that's a new species of shark. We approved the concept but a few days ago.
Why?
Sharks are among the most popular sea creatures. Rare is the day when someone does not submit a new concept. At first, they were largely orthodox, consideration given to such things as size and environmental impact. And then a whimsical someone thought to bestow it with flight, another superior intelligence. And then the floodgates burst. Concepts with multiple heads, or arms and legs, and so on and so forth. It was getting absurd. A part of me wanted to tell them to go away and find something else to create, but in the end I couldn't deny their passion. And here we are.
Hello there. Hey, Heidelin.
That was too close. Are you unharmed?
Yeah.
Well now, if it isn't a pair of familiar faces.
Banar, that we should meet you here.
Yeah, Vana, that's her name. But of course we know her as Heidelin.
As I mentioned earlier, the better part of the convocation holds that when we retire is when we return to the star.
Except her.
Well, she is not among said majority. Even after stepping down, she carries on with her work. Vanar is her name, and she is the previous Azem.
Huh. Well, ain't that interesting?
It has been a while, Hythlodaeus. You look well.
Does that basically make her my mom, or... Actually, that's not how that works. It's just a title.
Less so, Emmet Selk.
Rude.
I dare say the lines upon your brow have both deepened and doubled in number. A shame for one so young. You must make an effort to frown less often.
Easier said than done, thanks to your unruly successor.
Hey, rude, I'm right here. Oh, wait, you don't know it's me.
How is she, if I may ask?
Ask me. No, wait, you guys don't know it's me. I'm gonna stop making that joke at some point.
Incorrigible as
Hopefully.
ever. Rushed headlong into a volcano on the brink of eruption just the other day. I should be glad to share the tale in its entirety later, if you're so inclined.
That sounds like something
You know
I'd do.
I am. Now then, you are?
No, I'm Sim. Wait, sorry. It's in the night.
I say, have you perchance come from the future?
No.
I do not believe we have ever met, yet I sense my magic upon you.
I know, weird, huh? It's almost
Therefore, if
like...
I wove the enchantment, I could only have done so at a later point in time.
True. Otherwise you would have known you'd done it.
What manner of magic is this, if I may ask?
A blessing.
A traveler's ward, of course. It prevents the corruption of one's ether.
Neat. That explains a lot. They don't know what primals are.
Primals, you say? But I'm not familiar with such
Anyways.
beings. But if they enthrall by warping the balance of ether, then yes, the magic would afford you a measure of protection. I gather from your question that you are not ignorant to its presence.
Well, that's an understatement.
Hold on. From the future? That's absurd.
Not that much. A long, long time from now,
What
you
is
were a crystal.
Are you unable to speak of the matter?
Well, if I did, it would cause rift and timey-wimey, wibbly-wobbly, timey-wimey, all that crap. Also the best thing to produce my new feature and all that, but, you know.
The reality to which you must return exists as a result of the final days.
So by undoing it, you would
You
cause
cannot
a problem.
reshape the past to undo the tragedies of the present.
Indeed. Plus, then again, we don't know if it would stop the final days from happening. Except, you know, maybe telling them about, you know, well, I guess that wouldn't really matter
So,
because it's the creations that do it.
Your actions here will not change your history, but they may yet affect the course of ours.
Exactly.
How very exciting. I'm quite fond of delving into the unknown, and there's naught more unknown than the future.
True.
Until a moment finally arrives, we cannot know for certain what will come to pass, regardless of our supposed foreknowledge, so you needn't worry for us. More importantly, that you should go to such great lengths as to travel unto the past bespeaks the gravity of your quest.
Indeed.
Will you not reveal it to us? Mayhap we can be of aid to your cause.
Well, I'm here to figure out what happened.
If this is true, then you've been keeping quite the secret to yourself.
And you're an ass. Not that
As a
that's
representative
anything
of the convocation, I will hear it all. Your identity, purpose, everything.
new. Everything? That's quite a big story to tell.
Why don't
Well-
we move to a place more conducive to calm conversation?
Yeah, that's boring.
I've been working here for some days now at an old friend's behest. If it is agreeable, we may make use of my accommodation at Poiton Oikos. We were meant to meet. I am certain of it.
No.
Else I wouldn't have marked you so clearly, and sent you unto myself in the past. It's
She has a
precisely
point.
the sort of mischief I would get up to. And quite inspired, if I do say so myself.
You're humble too. I guess she technically is my mother because she's the mother crystal, but that's you get the point. Mother, don't tell your children not to walk my way. Tell your children not to hear my words, what they mean, what they say. Mother, oh, mother. with antlers. That's something you don't see every day. Well, it's not up here, so that was a waste. Property. There it is. Past not yet to come to pass. It's not really how that works, but okay. Like for all we know, we start the final days. Which is kind of ironic because we start the final days in the future. But yeah. Anyways. Sure this will have no repercussions.
A wonderful aroma. I feel more relaxed already.
Would that I had sweetmeats to offer, but I travel light out of habit. There's plenty of hot water though, so please have as much tea as you like. Now then, will you tell us your tale?
No, I don't really have a choice on the matter.
Why don't you start from the beginning? Dark right now. And of course Zodiac.
destroyed planet. This is all a lot to take in, I'm sure.
Preposterous. Utterly preposterous.
While not the words I would have chosen, I too have my doubts. Much of it borders on the incredulous. What of you, Vanar?
I believe her.
Not knowing the precise details of the first final days, it is difficult to determine the veracity of the tale.
True.
Supposing it is all true, I must ask myself why I would do what I did. Why would I feel I had no recourse but to oppose the 14 and create this Hydaelyn? Circumstances change, of course, but it would not have been an easy decision regardless. No, there must have been a reason. One compelling enough to force me to take such drastic measures.
That's
Then
a
there
very
is the
good question.
Elpis flower, which I said would serve as a guide. That it's of
Perhaps.
import to your mission is plain, but your presence here leads me to believe that this place also holds significance.
No.
But what could it be? What are we meant to accomplish?
Might it not be simply thus? In the future, whence she came, the final days could not be averted. Mankind has no choice but to flee the star. By alerting us to that eventuality, perhaps you wish to pave the way for other futures.
Mayhaps.
Theoretically speaking, it is a possibility. Yet if that were my primary objective, I see no reason to guide our friend to Elpis specifically.
To make sure the past goes the way it's supposed to, I guess. Since apparently I was supposed to come
The
here.
capital and Amarot, or even my own home would be more logical destinations.
I guess that's true. Perhaps it's because it's
True,
going to happen
true.
here, right now.
I note also that Hydaelyn did not specify a point in time to which she must return. By this, it may be inferred that it was not critical that we should meet.
Maybe.
Alternately, she had reason to believe that our paths would converge, coincidental though it may seem.
It's called a paradox. The question is, did me coming to the past happen first, or did you causing me to come to the past happen first? That's the problem with paradoxes. They never make sense. Because you can't have one without the other, but without the other, you can't have the one.
This is quite a puzzle. And we do not have all the pieces.
Hardly any. But we do have one immutable fact.
The world's ending.
If the final days are indeed as described, they will bring death to all that I hold dear. Yet
Correct.
despite being afforded long years of preparation, the only provisions I could make were for flight.
That's a very good question.
Nay, my first and foremost endeavor would be to find a way to forestall the coming doom.
Given that even the 14 failed, mayhap you deemed it impossible.
Mayhaps she made me for that.
Nothing is impossible. This I have always believed. And if Hydaelyn is indeed me, she would believe the same.
Listen to yourself. Are you seriously entertaining the notion that you are a messianic figure in some far-fetched tale?
God, I hate you so much. Not just because you look like
Well,
Xavier.
I will not. I refuse to accept that our world could be undone by some unforeseen calamity.
Well, it's not unforeseen because I told you about it.
I also take offense to my portrayal as a megalomaniacal madman.
Yeah, that's kind of rude.
To
But
sacrifice oneself for the star is a noble act, and I would hold those who gave themselves to this zodiac in the highest esteem.
ironic, isn't it?
Yet, you claim I recreated Amarot and populated it with phantoms of our people? A bizarre indulgence that would be insulting to their memory. Worse still, I even invited you there. Literally invited my own downfall. Why would I do something so idiotic and inexplicable?
Maybe he became sentimental in old age. Well, define old age here, but...
Now, I will allow that the hypothetical task of restoring our world would be daunting in the extreme.
That's an
The
understatement.
thought of having to bear such a burden for 1,000 lives horrifies me. But I would never forsake my duty. I would never forsake my brethren.
That's a load of shit.
You do not know me.
Oh. Yes and no.
I've had my fill of your fiction. I will return to my duty, and you will not bother me again.
Okay, Xehanort. Or sorry, Emmett Silk. Seriously.
Emmett Selk! Wait!
You've seen much of Elpis already. If you have any observations to share, I should like to hear them.
It's pretty. Hermes and Meteon are somehow involved. Obviously.
Hermes and his creation Meteon, you say? If Dynamis is the self-same energy as Akasha, as it likely seems, then those two may well be at the center of the calamity to come. This warrants further investigation.
Hermes is also the
With
one
that
who
settled,
causes it in the
it is
future,
time for action.
in a
The
way.
missing pieces of the puzzle are here, I'm certain of it. And when you find them, the picture my future self has painted will be complete, and you will have your answer. And suffice it to say, I will aid you in your quest.
Thanks. Even if that's a bit weird. He's just in denial.
Have faith. If Emmett Selk is the man Azam described to me, we've not seen the last of him.
Well, I definitely won't. Or I guess technically. Yeah, time travel's weird. Timey-wimey-wimey. I don't know where I was going with that. I don't know what that's supposed to mean. Okay. It's mine. It's me. Begin asking questions for no discernible reason. What kind of person is Hermes? What are his interests? Well, he's an authority in flying life forms. Has expansive knowledge on living creatures in general. One asked me on been here.
A delightful breeze and a breathtaking view.
It's rather beautiful.
What is it like in the future? Is the world still a beautiful place?
More or less. As beautiful as ever. Some parts yes, others not so much. It's more beautiful here.
Elpis is a place of exceptional beauty in this age, so it may not make for a fair comparison. While we wait, will you not tell me about your adventures? Well, not the portentous events which led you here, but the simple delights all your own. By learning about the future world, I may gain insight into future me's plans.
Or maybe they'll give you that'll be why you make those plans.
But more than that, I have an interest simply as a fellow traveler. Short of going somewhere oneself, there's naught more stirring than hearing another's account.
True.
Incredible. Would that I could have been there to see it.
And technically you were.
Yours is a harsh and unforgiving world. Yet in spite of this, your brethren hold fast to their virtue. To know that the light of mankind's potential still shines, even in that faraway place, it gives me heart. Thank you for regaling me with your tales. I will treasure every word. As you know, I was once a scholar. And among other things, I sought to understand the workings of the world. What exactly is ether? How formed the laws of nature? Whence sprung mankind? Riddles and mysteries beyond counting. Over the years, I have managed to find answers to some few of them. Yet rather than attain a sense of mastery, the more I understood, the more I came to hold the world and its miracles in awe.
Yeah, that's usually how that works.
We too are miracles. Each and every one of us. Born of the warm breath of life that traverses the heavens, swirling through eternity. When I fully grasped the improbability of our existence, nothing felt impossible anymore. If it could be imagined, it could be done. A passion swelled within me. An epiphany dispelling all preconceptions of what was natural and true. And a presence without. Immense, yet intimate. Fate, perhaps. Holding us in its tender embrace. As reassuring as it was intimidating. How keenly aware I became of creation's fragility. Built as it is upon precarious happenstance. I was overcome with an irrepressible urge to know the world more intimately. To hear its voice, feel its breath. I ventured forth on a journey that very day. So very long ago now. Freed from presumption and prejudice, I saw the world through a newborn's eyes. Everything fresh and new. And so beautiful. Lands that stretched on forever. Skies one could drown in. The heartbeat of nature, silent yet strong. And amidst it all a people. Beacons of light and life. Laughter that warmed my heart like naught else before. They are my meaning, and my purpose, my love. And so long as they need help, I cannot return to the star. Perhaps my future self is still waiting for it. The moment she can let go and walk unto the end. Safe in the knowledge that man will find his own way. You, who are our future, tell me this, and tell me true. Has your journey been good? Has it been worthwhile?
More than I could ever tell.
Pray forgive my lateness. My observation subject was rather irritable, and it took a while to settle it down.
No need to apologize. Your work takes precedence. Besides, we had a pleasant conversation in the meantime.
You're too kind. Now then, I'm told you wished to ask me some questions.
Indeed. I've an interest in one of Hermes' creations. Meteon. You witnessed a host of them take flight, yes?
Oh, that! Yes, I did. 'Twas in the dark of the morn. I'd left the Thalassai after nocturnal observation. As I walked along, I spied a bright light climbing high into the southeastern skies. Then, in an instant, it was gone. Like a shooting star, only rising rather than falling. But then another shot up. Then another, and another. Intrigued, I made my way to the edge to investigate. And who should I spy on an isle to the south but Hermes and Meteon, the Metea, rather. There were lots of them, and I realized they must be the shooting stars that I'd seen.
A dazzling spectacle indeed. Have you spoken with Hermes about...
Oh, yes. The site left such an impression on me that I approached him about his mystery project the very next day. Alas, he said that he couldn't reveal anything just yet, that he needed to conduct further tests. It shouldn't be long now, though. He often returns to that isle, and I have a feeling he's nearing a breakthrough.
Splendid. We are likewise eager for the details. Well, that is all we wish to ask. Thank you for taking the time to indulge our curiosity.
You're very welcome. It's always a pleasure to speak with other inquisitive souls. Oh, and will you be descending now? If so, I shall link the doors for you.
Please.
Argus, my boy.
Let neither side hold back. My blade sings! My blade sings! Impressive. I shall have to try something different.
Also, man.
No quarter. Have a taste. I see you won't be easily overcome, but neither will I. Prepare yourself. We've only just begun. Come at me with your all. Very well. Let us move to the final trial. burdens and show me your strength of will!
That is badass.
You still stand. The people of your time are more resilient than I had dared hope. I've seen enough.
Duty complete.
Twas my intent to finish it, but clearly I underestimated you. One would think I never learn. I made the same mistake with Azam when we first sparred. Despite being left, as is yours. 'Tis plain you have weathered considerable hardship. Far more even than your tales would suggest. It seems we have both learned much on our journeys.
I go, my boy. And there's two doggy eagles. Doggos are good doggos.
Well now, I dare say he has warmed to you.
Will explain why he warmed up to me in the...
A boon to be sure. He never forgets his favorites, and is ever eager to come to their aid.
Ironic, isn't it? Came to me, my aid, in the future, before I even knew I had his trust. Flower upon your return. That was but the taste of what's to come. Of course it is. Not my first time riding one, after all. Quite adorable. I tough around, carry on. Brace yourselves, winter's coming.
Quite a small place, lacking even the most basic equipment. The present may yield no clues, but we may yet try perusing the past. Have you done this before?
I mean, depends on what you define that to be.
So you cannot control the power freely. Worry not.
Oh yeah,
I shall-
Echo.
Come and stand before me.
That's right, the Echo.
There are two ways to see the past. The first entails peering through the walls of the soul in the moment a subject is recalling a memory.
That explains
The
a lot.
second requires no subject, and is instead a process of piecing together an event from ripples left in the ambient ether. As memories are etched upon the ether of the soul, so too are they etched upon the ether of the world. In this way can history be preserved. Such memories are given to fading, however, and can prove challenging to visit. But come, let us try. Close your eyes.
Explaining the echo.
All units fully functional and proceeding on course towards their respective stars. Estimated time to completion of survey is 108 cycles.
108 years, huh?
End of status report. Severing connection with shared consciousness.
Oh, shared conscious. That's not foreboding.
Did you hear that, Hermes? All is well.
For now.
Yes. Good tidings at long last.
Again, for now.
Every step of the way, I've been reminded how little we understand creation. How the universe defies imagination.
But soon we won't need to speculate. We'll know the answers. What others live for.
Indeed. And we'll owe it all to you and your sisters.
Oh.
I wonder what answers we will get.
Whatever intelligent beings that exist out there are bound to be vastly different from us. Diverse in form and culture. Possessed of unique ways of thinking. Their conception of life and its purpose will be no exception. Completely and utterly unlike ours.
Utterly unlike... how?
I have no idea. Yet whatever answers we receive, I will not dismiss them out of hand. No. I will think earnestly on them all, and I will share them with our people, that together we may contemplate our own existence. Perhaps then our star will become a better place. Not only for man, but for all life. Meteon, though I gave you wings to soar the heavens, I did not teach you how to walk the earth. So loath was I to bind another living being. In the course of your long journey, you will learn from those you meet. Learn to walk and run and so much more. And when you return, older and wiser, we will have a celebration to mark your homecoming and coming of age both.
Will there be apples? Covered in syrup?
And how are you supposed to eat them? Rather than food, perhaps... a flower. Yes. Upon your return, I will gift you a beautiful flower.
Well, that wasn't foreboding. Definitely makes me think Meon becomes the very thing that causes all of this.
So, what is your opinion?
Hermes wouldn't wish for the final days. I couldn't say, but... which is ironic.
I'm inclined to agree. As we had suspected, the two are somehow involved. Yet 'tis difficult to believe that they would deliberately seek to end all life. In light of this, I propose that we reveal your tale to Hermes himself.
Oh no, that's a good idea.
If he does not wish for the final days, as we believe, he may well join us in pursuing a solution.
Yeah, was supposedly the one who figured it out before everyone else. Which is odd, considering.
Then it is settled. Let us seek out our friend with all swiftness. 'Twould not do to let such a pure soul be blackened by tragedy.
Something tells me that's a little too late. Yeah, totally. We're totally not gonna find out that Meteos is, or the Media, since the ancestors are probably the cause of the final days and all that. Nah, that's probably not gonna happen. If it wasn't obvious, I'm being sarcastic, by the way. Oh. Hey guys. Shocking. Funny, that's what we came to the conclusion of too. of a stubborn mule at the time I told you. God, him itself is such a tsundere. It's not like I trust you or anything, Baka. Say we caused the brown days, but I would definitely say that Neon is a contender. One parry with a book seems a little far-fetched. You know, you attacked me with a giant tentacle and I smacked it away with a book. I mean, that sounds wrong. Weird. There he is. I mean, it's kind of related to his decision to command Daniel. Good thing he can't fall, right? Oh, probably could. Right. Oh, yep. Dumbass just decided to do that. It's like, you probably can, and you can. Who could have guessed? And now I have to find a way back up. Good job, me. That probably will do it. Looks like a path.
My apologies for keeping you waiting. I understand there is a matter you wish to discuss.
That's an understatement.
Aye. A matter of the utmost gravity.
Literally.
If one can suspend disbelief.
And would you stop being a prude for once?
Go on then. Tell him what you told us. Who you are and why you came.
The final days.
The phenomena observed during these star-encompassing calamities is likely the product of a dynamis reaction, and none is more versed in the applications of this energy than you, Hermes. I must stress that we do not believe you would desire such destruction. We come not to lodge accusations, but to beg your wisdom. And so, distressing though the exercise may be, I ask that you share with us your opinion on the matter, on the assumption that our visitor's tale is true.
Even you, Vana. As you say, the phenomena observed in the two calamities may both be attributed to dynamis. Of note is the difference in its effect. In the first final days, it warped creation magics. In the second, it warped the people themselves. The key variable, I suspect, is the etheric density of the men of each age.
Right, ours was weaker.
As you know, ether, in essence, negates dynamis. Harboring high concentrations of ether, we ancients cannot readily manipulate dynamis, nor be manipulated by it. Therefore, rather than ourselves, the calamity affected our magics. In contrast, having been sundered, the people of the future are composed of but a fraction of our ether. Thus are they susceptible to the influence of dynamis and its transformative potential.
That makes sense.
But that would explain only the mechanism, not the cause. Though perhaps...
Medion.
What is it? Even should it be a hypothesis, we would hear it.
Dynamis is an energy put in motion by feelings. Feelings for which there must first exist a source. A source to which the victims must be attuned. one that harbors the selfsame negative emotions. Elsewise, it could not be the agent of such extreme change.
True.
So it wasn't the stagnation of the celestial currents.
But rather...
Someone, or something, is instigating the star's demise.
Exactly.
So, we've a villain on our hands after all. Any idea who or what it could be?
Meteon. Even if
The
unintentional.
celestial currents comprise the outermost layer of the star's ether, encasing it like a protective sphere. According to your tale, it was where the currents were weakest that the phenomena first manifested. If the inciting factor came from without Aetheris, then its effects would first be seen in those locations.
Greetings. Can you hear me?
Oh, who could have seen this coming? Totally not me.
Do not be alarmed. I mean you no harm. I wish only to hear your words, share your feelings, know your thoughts.
Who could have seen this coming?
May we please be friends?
Bum bum bum.
Meteon. What is it?
Executing scheduled task, suspending individual self and connecting to shared consciousness. Connection established. Commencing status report.
Neon.
It hurts, it hurts! It hurts!
So hot, so cold, so sad. I don't understand. Make it stop. Please, make it stop.
Should have
Steady,
sent them
Meteon.
out.
Steady.
So scared, so lonely. The pain, it's too much. Why?
Yeah, I didn't call this at all.
Why do we? They hurt.
Maybe turned it into a monster.
This is wrong. All wrong.
No.
She's gone? But how?
She has altered her etheric density in order to blend in with her surroundings, an ability for avoiding confrontation.
Most effective. Frustratingly so. I can't see her either. Not even a trace.
Stay away. Please. This is wrong. My mistake. So please.
Are you all right? In your mind? No. We only heard her speak the instant before she vanished.
Of course. When communicating without words, Meteon also employs dynamis. That will explain why you were able to hear her, and we could not.
Then you are our best chance of finding her. Follow her voice and try to track her down.
I didn't want her to be like this.
Hindered though we may be, let us split up and search as well.
Poor Meteon. Of course, it's not her fault, it's her sisters. They were corrupted by the outside forces. They went out And because of the more dense effects of the animus, they were altered. Oh god, that's horrible. I didn't want that to be true, but I called it. This is awful. Poor baby didn't deserve to die. Didn't deserve this. Poor Medion. Oh, gods. I don't want that little baby to become the monster. Why did it have to be her? Wish I could help you. If only he didn't send her sisters out. It was a dire mistake. I have to though, baby. I have to find out what happened. Of course I can already guess what happened, but... sulk. No. Not the time to make jokes about that. Oh, baby needs me. Oh wait, that's Final Fantasy 4. Not Final Fantasy 3. Dumb me. Processing expedition data. Preparing profiles of unintelligent civilizations. Formulating the answers to the question. Finalizing report. Oh, Selena, you mustn't listen. Come on. What's wrong? It's all wrong. There is no other life, is there? Apparently running the mountain's too fast for him. Random ass teleporter. I was seen at a place that doesn't. So much for has no bearing, huh? Yeah, I know she just passed it, but that's not the point. Oh, God. Did she have to be the cause? Why couldn't it have been anything else? Where is it?
Aha! Give chase. We shall hurt.
Okay then.
Please, Mission. We must speak.
I'm sorry, Hermes. I'm so sorry. If someone can hear these words, then please... please protect them. Protect them all. Individual self-suspended. Connection with shared consciousness stable. Our survey is complete. We shall now report our findings. All units safely arrived at their respective destinations. Seeking answers to Hermes' question, we attempted to make contact with the intelligent denizens of each star. Results are as follows, in order of numerical code. Enna. Traces of civilization found. Structures believed to have served as domiciles. No extant life forms detected. Dio. Ruined remnants of buildings scattered across star, surface of which is encased in ice. Presence of life could not be verified. Tria. Evidence of large population centers, akin to cities, recovered. No extant life forms found, only their lingering essence. Tessera. Edifices surmised to be abandoned residences found. No extant life forms detected. Deadly plague or extreme environmental degradation likely to have led to mass extinction.
They are all... dead.
Octo. Star found in state of violent conflict. Contact successfully made with inhabitants, but deployment of weapons of mass destruction resulted in total annihilation of local population shortly thereafter.
Fuck.
Inea. Star is a barren desert. No identifiable flora found. Bones of living beings resembling men discovered beneath sands, but determination regarding their intelligence inconclusive.
Remind me, Hermes, what exactly was the question you entrusted to Meteion?
I tasked her with asking what others live for. What gives their lives meaning.
Well, you've got your answer.
Did you consider what may happen if the premise of the question is flawed?
Yeah.
To be able to answer it, one must be living and desire to continue doing so. But if Meteion finds no living beings in the course of her journey,
Or none that aren't in conflict,
or none who desire to live, what then?
then death is the only outcome.
What answers would she derive from their silence?
Congrats. You're an idiot. You caused the final days.
Meteion, enough. Suspend your mission and return hither at once.
Decapente. Local civilization once flourished under auspices of higher power. Said power later laid waste to civilization in fit of rage. Upon revealing this to me, entity elected to self-terminate in lieu of providing answer to question. No other intelligent life forms found.
Turning a deaf ear, are we?
Well, she's not exactly.
We are taking Meteion back to Amarant. As I
It's too late for
understand,
that.
we will need her if we are to bring back all of her sisters.
Yes.
just gonna make it worse.
Mission. It isn't right, is it? It isn't right to turn away from the answer. Even if the answer is pain. Even if we aberrations must scream ourselves hoarse to be heard. Aye. Whatever answers we find, I will not dismiss them out of hand. These words I said to you, and I will hold myself to them.
What? Whoa.
What is the meaning of this?
You cannot take Mission, not until she has finished her report. All else must wait.
You already know the answers.
You fool!
Caging the messenger. I wasn't supposed to do that. Poor Eon. He didn't want any of this. Nothing's left to live. Of course, surmise the answer of the units would be death. That's why the final days happened, isn't it? There are no other stars with life. There's no point. It's all over. That's why Midgardsmore said that this was the last hope. says Hyperborea. Oh, God. Ducks.
Please, turn back, else I might be forced to.
I see you. I see you.
Have a taste! This may sting. This may sting. Have a taste! Have at you! you.
My way.
I'm not entirely useless.
I see you. I see you. I see you opening. My well.
Have a taste.
I'm not entirely useless. I see you opening.
Have a taste.
I'm not entirely useless.
entirely useless. I see you.
Have a taste.
I cannot let you take Meteor. Not yet. This may sting. I must hear their answers before they're expunged from existence.
I see you.
Winged Defiance, Hermes.
So, it comes to this.
Unfortunately.
I've no wish to fight, but this time, I cannot yield. Though the world may think me a mad, desperate fool, I will hold fast to my conviction. I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and pain gather to me. Ancient wrath, unleash your power! I will have the time and tranquility I require. Lust and pain gather to me. Ancient wrath, unleash your power.
I see you, my way.
Dancing wind, pierce my foe! Stars on high, fall as rain! I will have the time and tranquility I require. Gust and gale, gather to me! Ancient brand, unleash your power! Dancing winds, pierce my foe! Stars on high, all is rain! Surge is one! My way. Dancing winds, pierce my foe!
I'm not entirely useless.
Stars on high, all is rain!
Do not underestimate.
Even when transformed. But I am not finished yet. My power!
Sorry, Hermes.
It's over, Hermes. In the name of the Convocation, I hereby take Meteon into custody. And setting aside the matter of your nomination, you will come with us too. We require your knowledge to assess and resolve the situation.
Meteon, I am so sorry. Would that I could have listened to your report in full. Reflected upon its meaning and conveyed it to others. That they might reconsider their chosen course. But I have failed. And that wish will never be realized. However, ere our fates become the province of others, I bid you tell me just one thing. Was there happiness in those distant stars? Was there a reason for living?
We conducted our search as per your instructions. We scoured historical records, communed with the spirits of the deceased, heard the final testaments of the dying, welcomed their shadowed hearts into our own. One race had striven to create a world bereft of animosity. They renounced relationships to avoid interpersonal strife, and in so doing brought about societal collapse.
So the final days
One
begin.
race had renounced war and devoted itself to the enrichment of its people. They were conquered. Though they destroyed the enemy in reprisal, they could not regain their former glory. One race had concluded that finite time was the root of all woes. Aspiring to shatter its shackles, they went in search of infinity. They discovered nothing is infinite, and that neither time or death can be cheated. Disillusioned, they gave up on the future and themselves. One race had discarded all things that gave rise to sorrow, hoping to have only joy.
If only there was so
They
simple.
found joy lost its savor in the absence of sorrow, and lost their will to live. Though worlds apart, these peoples shared a belief. The belief that they had tried their best. That they had tried to fulfill their potential with every step and success. In the course of which, they learned the truth. That they would never be free of fear and sorrow, anger and despair, of loneliness, so long as they yet lived.
Meteon.
Even
Even now their souls cry out for oblivion. And to this song of anguish, I lend my voice. We lend our voice. Oh, beloved mankind, shimmering jewels of beautiful Etheris, rejoice, for we will free you from the cruel yoke of existence. There is no need to struggle in vain, for in nihility awaits salvation. You will know peace and serenity, and it will be beautiful. We will make our nest at the edge of the universe, and there in the dark of dead worlds hoard sorrow and suffering. There we will sing, our chorus ever louder and ever clearer, that our song may reach even this ether-shrouded star. Such is the answer we have found in the stars. Such is the gift we now offer to Etheris.
So awful. Good job, you caused the final days,
Who
dumbass.
are you to decide our fate? To decree we live or die?
What?
Have you lost your mind? You heard what she said. She means to destroy us all, yet you'd still take her side?
In the name of the star, we have discarded those creations that we deemed flawed. If we ourselves are flawed, it does not stand to reason that we too should be discarded.
That is sophistry, and you know it.
Perhaps it is. Perhaps I am wrong. Who is to say that you are right? Let us settle this with a determination. In my authority as Chief Overseer of Elpis, I will make a judgment on man's fitness to exist. If he can learn to value all life and retain his will to live, even should his end be justified, he will surely find a way to avert his demise. If not, he will perish in the star. As with all determinations, provisions must be made to ensure fairness. Kairos! Awaken!
Memory reconfiguration system Kairos activated. Awaiting instruction.
Command. Universal memory alteration. Target area. Katisa's Hyperborea. Starting point. Arrival of Emmett Selk of the Convocation at Propylion. Endpoint. The present. Erase the memories of all events and replace with a vague recollection of the following. I was here, preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to Emmett Selk and Hithodeus. Meteon's shared consciousness became unstable. She and her sisters could not sustain their existence, and all dissipated with a burst. The resultant shockwave accidentally triggered Kairos, which erased several days of memories from all present. Execute.
Command acknowledged. Initializing. 3 processes remaining to execution.
Bravo. I dare say one would be hard-pressed to make it fairer. Everything that you told us, everything that has happened, the fact we've even met, it will all be gone.
Ironic.
Go, Meteor. To the edge of the universe, where none can reach you.
Oh, no, I can now.
Hermes, won't you come with me? If you were to shed your flesh, I should be able to carry you.
I will remain. As a man, I will oppose the oblivion you bring.
Ironic.
Silly fool. Had you said yes, I would have granted you the gentlest end.
Such a depressing one.
This ends here!
Fly, Meteor!
That is far enough, Hermes!
Argos, to me!
First process complete. 2 remaining to execution of memory reconfiguration.
As if we needed more pressure. No matter what, you cannot forget what happened today. For it is the key to saving your future. Your world.
Right.
This fight is our fight. What comes after, our problem to contend with. Not yours. No. Your own struggle awaits. And no one else can take your place. You must flee this place with your memories intact. And I will see that you do. Now then, where is it? There you are, my little confluence.
Very well, then. You may elude us this day, but not forever.
Marker.
Meteon's gotten away.
Unfortunately.
Second process complete. 1 remaining to execution.
Ugh. No time for brooding. Listen well. Beyond lies a spatial confluence that connects the interior sections of this building.
Okay.
I will destroy the confluence and force open a way outside. When I do, you must jump through.
Clearly.
I cannot tell you how sorry I am. Neither can I let you escape!
Too brave by half. Exemplary work, as always, Emmett Selk.
What? But how? I thought the confluence was... over...
Over there? Yes. We were rather hoping you would.
It was never anywhere but where it is now. The instant those two began making their way towards nothing, 'twas clear the plan was a diversion.
Gee,
I'm
thanks for
quite
letting me in.
incapable of destroying a confluence, I must confess.
A gambit brazen beyond words. Though we've grown accustomed to reckless improvision due to the antics of an incorrigible associate. Though, in the case of certain present company, incorrigible is an understatement. Honestly, I'm beginning to suspect it's a requirement for every Azen. There's no time! Quickly!
Duh.
Even now, I do not believe your tale. I would not suffer us to walk such a wretched path.
Too bad that's what's happening.
Still, if it must be said, do not squander it. The legacy I leave you.
Final process complete. Executing universal memory alteration.
Go, Argos! I'm fine. Just a little tired. Can it be true? Are we the only ones left who see beauty in the world? In life? Are the stars above no more than husks of fallen civilizations?
The only thing scarier than there being more life in the universe is that there is none.
And yet... I feel her. Though she is unimaginably distant, I feel Meteion's presence. And the place where to we must go.
Indeed. You did
Ere
mark
she
her.
made good her escape, I placed an enchantment upon her. One which allows us to follow her trail. She has already left the outermost bounds of Aetheris, and continues on her way. Given the vastness of the universe, it will still be no easy feat to track her down. But thanks to Emmett Selk and Hythlodaeus, all is not lost. We remember. So long as we remember, our fates remain ours to shape.
That's why you built the moon ship. Not as a way to escape, but a way to get to her.
I'd like to know too. Let us ascertain the situation at Cutisis Hyperborea, where they should still be. Given the likely state of their memories, however, it would be imprudent for us to approach them directly. In which case... I am sorry, my friend. I've asked much of you this day. But may I trouble you one last time? Argos will investigate in our stead. We will share in his consciousness and see and hear as if we were with him.
Smart.
Now, close your eyes and open your mind.
Thank goodness you are unharmed.
Unharmed? There is a gaping hole in my memories. I can scarcely remember arriving here in Elpis.
Forgive me. I was preparing to demonstrate the functionality of Kairos to our guests. But Meteon, her shared consciousness became unstable. And she...
So, that's what prompted the state of alert.
Yes, that's
and
what
when
caused
you went
it.
to investigate, you were caught in Kairos' accidental operation.
So it would seem. It's all a blur to me.
Such an unfortunate accident. Oh, and what of Vinar and your other companion? You went inside together, as I recall.
We did?
If Vinar was with us, I have no recollection of it. But that there is her familiar, is it not? The fellow seems happy enough, so I think it's safe. I haven't the slightest notion who this other companion might be, however.
Ah, well, that individual struck me as a bit different. Perhaps it wasn't actually a person.
Curious. I must ask Vinar about it when next we meet.
Yes, you do that. Now, if we may tend to Hermes, whatever this Meteon did, it seems he bore the brunt of it.
You did that
Once
to
you
him.
are fit to travel, you will return with us to Amarot. We need to make certain there are no other ill effects. Also, I am here on business of the 14. We've already had the conversation, like as not, but since your toy wiped my memory, we'll have to have it again.
Yes.
This Kairos, it manipulates memories through the emission of etheric waves, correct? There is a theory which holds that memories scoured by blasts of ether are restored when the soul is cleansed in the underworld. If true, then perhaps when our time comes to return to the star, we shall remember these few days we have lost.
I doubt aught of interest occurred. Look forward to the revelation if you like, but I should prefer to reminisce on more meaningful moments.
Ironic.
Let us rest. If only for a while. After all, you and I... Oh, we still have a long, long way to go.
That's an understatement. Well, with that, I will have to call it a night. Thank you all for watching, and next time we go to find Venat, or